Alright, let's talk about something that's got the internet buzzing, CoComelon, the movie. Yes, you heard that right. The YouTube sensation that's basically raised a generation of toddlers is now hitting the big screen. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more I realize how wild this is. I mean, who would have thought a series built on nursery rhymes would become a cinematic event? But here we are. And what makes this really interesting is the sheer audacity of it all. It's not just a movie, it's a cultural moment. Personally, I think this is a brilliant move. It's tapping into a massive, loyal fanbase while also trying to elevate the brand. But let's dive into the details, because there's a lot to unpack here. First off, the casting. SZA as Princess Harmony. That's a choice I didn't see coming. A 7-time Grammy winner playing a princess who bans singing in a movie that's literally about nursery rhymes. It's so absurd it's genius. In my opinion, this is either going to be a stroke of brilliance or a total train wreck, and I'm here for it either way. What many people don't realize is that SZA's involvement isn't just a gimmick. It's a strategic move to attract older audiences, maybe even parents who've had CoComelon on repeat for years. And the fact that her character bans singing? That's just chef's kiss. It's meta, it's funny, and it's the kind of irony that could make this movie memorable. Now, let's talk about the plot. Baby JJ's first day of kindergarten, his stuffed bear Boba goes missing, and suddenly we're on a quest through a lost and found box and into a kingdom ruled by a singing averse princess. On the surface, it's your typical kids' movie formula, a lost item, a group of friends, and a lesson about courage. But if you take a step back and think about it, this is CoComelon. The franchise that's built on simplicity and repetition is now trying to tell a complex story. And that's where things get interesting. Is this a sign of the franchise growing up with its audience? Or is it just a cash grab? Personally, I think it's a bit of both. But what this really suggests is that CoComelon is trying to prove it's more than just a YouTube channel, it's a brand with staying power. The voice cast is another head-scratcher. Nicholas Hoult as Boba the bear. Ike Barinholtz as Chicken Peels. And let's not forget the SNL alums and comedians rounding out the roster. This isn't just a kids' movie, it's a comedy showcase. And that's what makes this so fascinating. CoComelon could have played it safe, but instead, they're swinging for the fences. One thing that immediately stands out is the risk they're taking. A preschool property doesn't need A-list talent, but here we are. It's almost like they're saying, we're not just for kids anymore. And honestly, I respect the hustle. Behind the scenes, there's a lot going on too. Cat Good, a first-time director with a solid animation background, is at the helm. DreamWorks Animation, Moonbug Entertainment, these are big players. And DNEG Group handling the animation. That's the same team behind Dune. This isn't a low-budget affair, it's a full-scale production. What this tells me is that CoComelon is serious about making a splash. But here's the thing, with great ambition comes great risk. Will this movie resonate with the core audience? Or will it alienate the very kids who made CoComelon a phenomenon? That's the million-dollar question. And let's not forget the music. 10 new songs, with Justin Tranter as executive producer. That's a big deal. Tranter's worked with some of the biggest names in pop, and now he's bringing that expertise to a franchise known for Wheels on the Bus. Personally, I'm curious to see how this plays out. Will the songs be catchy enough to stand on their own? Or will they feel out of place in a CoComelon movie? A detail I find fascinating is the potential for these songs to become the next Baby Shark, a viral hit that transcends the movie itself. Lastly, the release strategy. Moving the date to avoid a clash with Pixar. That's a power move. It shows confidence, but it also shows awareness of the competition. And the fact that CoComelon is leaving Netflix for Disney Plus in 2027? That's a huge shift. It's like the franchise is graduating to the big leagues. But what does this mean for the future? Is CoComelon positioning itself as the next Disney? Or is it just another brand trying to stay relevant in a crowded market? This raises a deeper question: can a YouTube phenomenon truly become a cinematic powerhouse? In the end, CoComelon, the movie is more than just a kid's film. It's a statement. It's a risk. And it's a reflection of how far digital content can go. Personally, I'm rooting for it, not just because I'm a sucker for ambitious projects, but because I think it's a testament to the power of storytelling. Whether it succeeds or fails, one thing's for sure: this movie is going to be talked about. And isn't that what great art, or at least great entertainment, is all about? So, what do you think? Is CoComelon, the movie, a genius move or a recipe for disaster? Let me know in the comments below.